Hey guys, John here. So I've decided to upgrade our Synth You Asked playlist. Makes it a little bit easier. So we have the thing on the right. We have you're looking at this face here on the left. Yeah, it is on the left. Got some coffee, and this is going to be a fun week. So the first one to kick this week off. This post is I'm 13 years old and I'm using FL Studio for like 3 months now. Which hey, that's pretty cool. That's I think that's about the time I started. I want to say maybe I can't remember exactly. It's been a long time. Been a long time. You know, my senior citizen age. It's a long time ago. He's doing this for 3 months now, which just don't stop. That's probably the best advice I can tell you right now. Just keep going. You're going to suck for a while, but just keep going. Keep going. Don't give up. He says, "Do you guys have any tips or advice on how to improve this song? I spent like 6 hours on," which I would imagine because you put 6 hours, you felt like that's a lot of time, which yeah, debatable, maybe. Some some songs take quite a long time to put together and to write and to rewrite and so on and so forth. I really tried my best at mixing and mastering, and I want the mix to be perfect. Okay, well, it's not going to be perfect, especially at this stage. So realistic expectations are probably beneficial. But anyway, let's get into the track here. Here we go. We're waiting for him to play. There we go. Okay, so we're about a minute in here, so I will say, let's rewind this parts back here so we can kind of see stuff. So definitely way better than I did at the beginning at 13. Like nobody wants to hear any of that stuff. So I would say you're off to a pretty good start. One thing though, I would say to kind of manage the expectations is at this stage, the mix being perfect is there's a lot of different things to it, but I wouldn't really strive for a perfect mix at this point. I would probably strive to just get the song done, finish it, maybe put some vocals on it and call it done and move on to the next thing and just keep doing that. Don't get stuck into one song because I know you say like 6 hours, that's cool, but just try to go to finish things and go to the next one and finish that thing and go to the next one and finish that thing. So yeah, that's kind of what popped in my head right there. Let's continue. We're like what, 55 or 56? Yeah. Okay. So I'll be honest, like you have to keep making things in there to make things interesting, right? So during this first part here, and maybe it's just my brain right here, like this part, like we have heard that here in the beginning. So for the intro, that's probably okay. It can just kind of be those chords kind of going in and out, and that's kind of fine. And it's good what you did here where you added something else. This it's like a synth lead here. Let's bring it right here. So that kind of it makes that next part more interesting. It makes it feel like, oh, I can actually listen to this part again, but there's something new, so it makes the whole thing fresh. So definitely, I didn't do it in the beginning, and I totally regret doing that. I just copy paste, copy paste, copy paste forever. I'm like, you like my 1 minute song? Oh, it's too short. Let's just copy paste it again. So now it's double the length. Don't do that. And then here, like just from the melody and stuff, it's cool. Like you have a lot of good pieces there. Probably just go to maybe make things interesting and don't worry about having the perfect mix there. I wouldn't stress on that too much. And then here, so we do the next part, the intro again, which cool, but make it interesting. Maybe put some interesting sound effects or kind of change things up so it's not the same thing again. Especially now in today's age, songs are so short and people, you got to keep them interested, man. You got to keep them interested. Okay, then we go to this next part. Like there, I would have brought something right back in there. Like even though it's just kind of by itself and that's fine, but just do that for a little bit and then bring it back kind of bigger than it was on the first verse, if you want to call that part a verse or not, depending on how you structure it. Yeah, like those drums, bring those in like after a bar, maybe two, maybe two, and then we go to here. Okay, so that's basically the same part as before, which is fine, but maybe change the drums up a little bit or do something a little bit. Just make it interesting, I suppose. And again, don't worry about the mix. That'll come. And what do we have at the end? Okay. So, tip of advice here, generally at the end, most people don't care about. So, like this being that long, people are going to, if they're listening to the whole song, like that's probably where they're going to lose interest at. So, outros, maybe back when it was kind of a cooler thing or a little super long intro, but again, songs are shorter now, and you got to keep people's interesting. The ear candy has to really go into overtime. So yeah, and a lot of these things I would recommend to do, and it's really weird. I've talked about this before, but there's times where I have a song done or a mix close to done, and I'm kind of showing somebody else. I'm like, hey, what do you think of this song? Tell me if you like it. If you don't like it, are there parts that you think could be better, or just what do you think? What are your thoughts? And the most important part, at least, is me being in the room with them, because then I'm almost listening to my song through them in a weird way, and I'll pick up on things that I never picked about or picked on about earlier. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh my god, this verse is way too long. It's just so boring. And I can look at them and they're just kind of like nodding, like, oh, another John song. Here we go. Let's make it through this one. So you kind of get up, you kind of get those unspoken vibes. Then you can kind of go and rehash your song later on. Plus, whatever they want to tell you, whatever they want to be honest with you. And no, it's good. It's good. But that's kind of the worst advice in that sense. But dude, I would say like being 13, doing this for 3 months, not bad. Not bad at all. Like, nowadays we have so much stuff. We have YouTube, we have online manuals. I still have the FL Bible, which, if you can believe it or not, that still exists. I don't think it's sold anywhere, but that's kind of like how I had to go through these books and find out, okay, how do I do this? And YouTube really wasn't a thing as far as like looking for tutorials and things like that. So you're already off to a head start. I would just say don't give up. Just keep going. Get this song done, is whatever you want to call it, done for now, and then put it somewhere. Maybe if you want to upload it, cool. If you don't, that's fine. But then just move on to the next one and get that one done. Put a bow on it, put it wherever you want to, and then keep repeating that process. Because as you keep going through these iterations, you're going to get better and better and better and better and so on and so forth. And again, for the mix side, that's going to come in time. I mean, and then saying it's perfect, we really just talked about this on the last video, but there's not really, at least in my opinion, I don't think there's a perfect mix out there. Maybe a perfect mix for somebody, but then there's so many things that go into that, right? The good rule, every single second. What am I even trying to say? Every part of this chain has to be good. The good singer, the good microphone, the good lyrics, the good melody, everything in the chain to the very end product has to be good. So that's something to think about. It might be a little outdated, I don't know. But yeah, just keep going. It's a work in progress. You're gonna look back at this song if you keep going like a year from now and be like, oh my god, I can't believe how much better I've gotten. Or, for myself, I'm kind of thankful that uploading stuff and songs and platforms weren't as big as they are now, because my god, that would be embarrassing. Like some of the songs, god, it's so bad. It is so bad. But it's a learning step into making the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. There's points where you come in your music production career journey, whatever you want to call it, where you'll have these little aha moments where you're like, oh my god, if I just used one reverb, that will simulate the entire instrumentation in one room. Oh my god, what? Instead of putting in reverb on every track and also wasting CPU power and so on and so forth. So you get things like that. Or once you really get into like compression and EQ, and you kind of have your go-to thing. So that's definitely a pretty cool thing as well. So tip advice, just don't give up, keep going and keep going. You're only going to get better. You're not really going to get worse. And yeah, just keep improving, watching stuff, learning things, and have a good time. Part of it's having fun. So yeah, that about wraps it up. Hopefully that helps you somehow. But yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bam.